Okay, so I have really big ankles, like the size of grapefruit. They really are about this size. They're about the size of a Brahma bull, and I have 12.5-inch feet, and finding socks are really, really difficult. Socks that fit. I'm also diabetic, which I can't have a very, very tight sock, and they almost always are. And so I've come up with this technique to loosen up my socks. And I looked on YouTube, and it doesn't seem to be out there. Usually when you have an idea, somebody's come up with it 101 different ways. So this here is a Jorgensen clamp. It's a hand screw wood clamp, and this is a 12-inch, and I would recommend the 12-inch. And when it comes, it's going to look like this. To open up your clamp, what you would do is you would spin it like about so, and what I want you to do is have the clamp look like this, and the bottom be about 3 inches. Let's keep on going. About like so. So I want the want the top to touch, and I want the bottom to be about 3 inches apart. And then what I'm going to do, I have a pair of socks here. I'm going to slip the sock in over the top of the clamp. And I'm going to work on the band first. That's what I'm going to, that's usually where my issues are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, and I'm going to stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch. And I'm going to stretch it out to the point where it really just is tight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit. And what you'll hear sometimes is actually elastic breaking, which I don't mind at all if I break some of that elastic. So every time I do that, every time I pinch the center of the sock, you can always get just a little bit more out of out of the clamp. I've never had a sock break doing this. I think it possibly could be, and if you don't have the big forearm ability, you may want to take like a, I don't think I have one here, take a channel lock and give it some more pressure. I'm still getting more out of that. So I'm just going to keep on stretching, and it's going to really, really open that sock up a lot. Now I'm gonna put it back in that the same starting point. And then I'm going to put like the whole sock on, and then I'm going to do the upper part of the sock between my heel and the crick of my leg to my foot. That point really, really a lot of times is a big problem. So if I come in and really stretch that out, then this will really loosen this up. So yeah, I've seen these clamps actually for about Jorgensen. It's the best name in wood clamp. And I've seen a company called Pittsburgh, probably overseas, and this is a 12-inch clamp, and you probably want to stay with the 12-inch clamp. This is a 2x12, it's a 2-inch this way, 12-inch up and down. But so now this sock is really, it's loose. I mean, I could slide a cantaloupe in there. So anyway, yeah, it's a technique I've used. Works pretty well. You could use it probably on just about any sock. If you have a cheap sock, probably the thing would just explode, but I've never had one do that. So anyhow, that's a way to loosen your socks up and probably gain a size or two on your socks. Thanks for watching. I'm Art of Kevin Robert Kaplan. You can see some of my work in the back. Come take a look at me on Facebook. Buy something. I do portraits. I do oil portraits, and they're very colorful, like this. This is Hunter Thompson. Yeah, get a hold of me on Facebook, and I'll do the big, heavy, colorful portrait if you so choose. Thanks for watching.